never put in effort to be relevant. Ever. By the way, they also say it's corruption until it benefits you. Then it's a connection. Is to not take shit from people who've done nothing for the culture. There's this misconception that I'm Mozambican. I don't know where people get this. That's another thing that I'll never understand. When people say things like there's no support in Swaziland. Me, I sit there and I go, but we've sold out venues before. We've done venues and packed them up in the name of Swazi music. Hey, we always rush to that. Why is it always Terry over and over and over and over and over? Did people ever stop to think maybe Terry is delivering over and over and over and over?
Hey, the beef lasted.
I knew this would happen.
Superstar Rockstar Levol, welcome back to the biggest YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed by now, please pause this video. Tati breather. Just pause this video, subscribe, hit the notification button, comment, and share. Subscription is cool so that to the Rockstar community, the Rockstar family grows every time that's drop. You guys update here, I will send that email and long notify when you hit that bell every time we drop a video, when we drop content. You guys know who's already in the space in the cart. Most importantly, shout out to Ikleri Store. Ikleri Store is based in Manzini. They're doing it big for the culture. Make sure you check them out on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and the numbers is there and everything is there. And now if you're on Instagram, make sure you hit that follow button. Follow. We want to get them to 1K followers before the end of this year. And we have like giveaways coming through, local brands in the store. And shout out to Laid Out, shout out to Ikleri, we're doing it for the culture. And shout out to Viva too, for giving the podcast live to make sure we stay hydrated. Now it's a very special episode. It's a very special episode. It's been a long time coming, but because we're busy, so we have to be patient, making sure we see. Now when we get the opportunity to like invite them, if they honor it, says Yo, bro, I think it's about time, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out here and we have the one and only King Terry in the building. My brother.
What an intro.
Trying, my brother. Trying.
You remind me of myself when I was still starting out the MCing thing. The energy was like,
I mean, this one won't die. This one won't die.
No, bro. Are you saying mine is dead?
But now it's a bad level. Like when you start saying you remind me of me.
No, you remind me of me. Yeah. I'll give you that much.
So my brother, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been awesome, man. I've been awesome.
Working.
Taking it easy.
Getting money.
You said it yourself. Money level.
Getting money with the Shades game. We still looking.
Speaking of Shades. Hey, before we even get any further, Eswatini from Mandizabamba herself said I should bring you a gift. That is you, my brother.
This is a gift.
Yeah, it's a gift, 100%.
Bro, nah, shout out team. I
can't be rocking the Regal myself.
Yeah, nah, shout out, bro. You know, let me tell you something. On air, this is the first time I'm getting a gift on the podcast.
Oh, it had to be King Terry.
What's the name? What's the brand?
Regal.
Shout out to Regal Buffet. So where can they check Regal out?
Instagram at Regal Eswatini on Instagram. Check them out.
So very good deal on
Yeah. Well, no, they do other stuff, handbags, earrings. But for us gents, they take care of the shape.
Shout out to Regal for bro. The way I'm looking at it, I'm seeing dollar signs. Everything I see right now is paper. I see.
It looks like money, bro. They must pay for that 10K subscribers.
Hey, they must tell them to pay. They must cut the check. Now, shout out, bro, for coming through. And there's a lot of catching up that has to be done. Funny enough, when I started the podcast, I asked a friend of mine, Lucy, top 5 people that I have to bring on the podcast. You were on the top 5.
Really?
But I just put you on ice because I was like, hey, Terry.
What are you going to say to me?
Exactly. Because at that time, I was just like, hey, Terry, till we met there when we like started chopping it up.
Yeah. When did we start chopping it up? In Japan.
Was that
the first time?
Before Unchele Festival Explosion.
Yes. Hey, Japan. Sticking to Japan. Hey, we're not going there. We're not going.
So my brother, have you been, bro? The name of the show is What's the Story, ne?
What
The
is
story
the story?
Sako.
What is
Story
the story?
Sako, my brother.
What was? Hey, what do you mean? What's the story?
Let's take it back.
Yeah.
King Terry.
Yeah.
Before King Terry.
Before there
Comes
was
out to King Terry. What's the story behind King Terry?
Hey, King Terry is a boy from Pigs Peak, bro. I'm from Pigs Peak, born and bred as Pig. I think I first left Pigs Peak when I was 10 years old, if I'm not mistaken. I first left Pigs Peak when I was 10 years old. Came to Manzini, crazy enough, where we are today. First lived at Tata. I found my love for hip hop. I think that's a starting point because that's what everybody really knew me for. From the onset was the hip hop thing. Started hip hop when I was in grade 5. Started rapping Will Smith. I was rapping along, and then fast forward. At the time, people might not know this. My first rap name was Dirty Easy. When I first started rapping, the first rap name was Dirty Easy, and then I removed the dirty because I was trying to be more corporate applicable. If there was ever a thing, I removed the dirty. I just became Easy, and then I took a break because obviously, when you get into music, your parents are like, you can't be doing this thing. There's no money in this thing. And then there was a job offer, and I was like, maybe I should take a job. So I took a job out far north of Mozambique, doing some work I don't think I'll ever do again in my life. But hey, yeah, but it was quite a special job because it gave me such a different perspective on life. And then I came back. When I came back, I decided to be Terry, which is my actual second name.
Okay.
So my name is actually Akona Terry Bengu. Then I decided to just add the King because I just thought, why not? Then I was like,
Akona Terry
Bengu. B-H-E-N-G. Yeah.
Hey bro, eMozambique iyakuvuka uyasocabanga ukuthi ungithele.
So Bengu is actually Zulu.
Yes,
so it's Zulu. Bengu is actually Zulu. And there's this misconception that I'm Mozambican. I don't know where people get this.
Phela ngilakuvumba yeka eMozambique.
Yeah, because I went there. Yeah? Because
How long were you there? How long were you in Mozambique?
Huh?
How long were you in Mozambique?
I was there for a year. But so here's where it gets a bit complex. My father is actually married to a Mozambican woman.
Oh.
Yeah. So he actually has businesses there, works there, does his thing there. We visit him from time to time. But we're actually from here.
Bro, how's Mozambique, bro?
It's lit, bro.
I've never been to Mozambique.
It's lit.
I've never been. I used to go to Mozambique.
You can go to Mozambique.
But it's lit.
It's super lit. There's going to Mozambique by yourself, then there's going with me, which I will probably do soon. We'll do it soon.
Yeah, for sure. Hey,
Mozambique is lit, bro.
Hey,
super lit. And they support each other.
They
support each other, bro. Be it a podcast, be it comedy, be it hip hop, be it anything, bro. You say there's a DJ in Mozambique, thousands of people.
There's vibes and everything.
Super vibes, bro. Super vibes. Mozambicans. When I first started my hip hop career, they warmed up to me a lot faster than our people.
Yo, bro, and it's so funny you say that because Casper, I saw a clip of Casper and actually the same thing. Once again, it was Botswana. He was like, Botswana, he got a beautiful reception in Botswana before even South Africa took him serious. So again, there are mostly would see your own people don't appreciate you.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you must also remember that to them we're international acts. You're not from around here. Also, they get excited because you speak English. And also they get excited because they don't see you every day.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of yeah, I saw Terry Total there I saw Terry Total, so why must I get excited about Terry? And he was with his kid, they were buying things and whatever. So why must I now pay to go watch Terry perform? So it's a tricky one.
Can tell you that time is hard. It's very big, but it's hard.
I don't know about hard. Not you.
Not you. But I'm just saying in general, it's a thing of you're doing it big, fine, you're doing well, but your pockets are empty.
Yeah, and so here's the thing. So here's that wasn't necessarily to be cocky or anything. Yeah. It's about time we start owning up to the fact that we're doing the work. I think it's time people know that we're not starving without them. If you don't support me, I'm not starving, bro. there's someone who's supporting me. The support will come from the strangers. It won't come from the people that you know all the time. Like with your podcast, I think I was just telling you off air. With your podcast, I think it's time you start making serious money with your podcast. And if it's not the people you thought were going to support you, somebody's going to support you. I think also we really need to stop pushing the narrative of I'm sorry, I know that you didn't mean it like this. It's just I'm not gonna, I'll call it triggering. We need to stop the narrative as what do we call ourselves, entertainers, as entertainment personalities. Yeah, we're hungry, book us. No, bro. We really need to stop that. I don't want to cast, but we need to stop that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody really
stop that
needs to
shit.
Stop that shit. Everybody needs to stop that shit. We need to understand that, the content is currency, bro. Like, it's really currency. You see us, we're doing work, whether you're supporting it or not, or you're trying to destroy us, or you're trying to do what. Anyway, let's get back to the podcast.
Yeah, you were saying, you were talking gems there. You were cooking, my brother. You were cooking. That's why we invited you here. Cook, my brother.
I can go on all day about these things, bro. I can go on all day about these things, but the reality of the situation is, it's about time we start owning our spaces. We need to stop making them believe we're hungry. Do you realize that there are a lot more people who are happy that you are hungry than people who are happy that you're successful?
Facts.
There's a lot more people who are happy that you're hungry, bro. There's a lot more people who would be celebrating if they knew I was homeless, or if they knew I didn't have a car, or if they knew there'd be, if I sold the show based on Come See Me Hungry. We'll practice not going the game. People don't care about your success, bro. Why should they? Why should they? I took a hiatus from music for this very reason. For this very reason. Hey, it got dark very quickly in here.
Hey, bro. But that's why we invited you here, because I said, a lot of people wanna know what you have to say, because we know you've been around for quite some time.
Yeah.
So you know the stories, you know the people, you've seen it all, my brother. That's why we
seen it all. That's for seen it all. Yeah.
So now let's do like this, bro. I want you to take us back to when you started. Now you getting in the music scene. How do you remember? Because you have a couple of awards.
Yeah.
Awards.
Citing the topic. Yeah.
So how was the game? Now you're in hip hop. How you receive industry? Because you said it's back home. But this thing even doesn't pay.
Yeah.
What are the challenges now? Now, how you finding the game?
We come into the game, bro. It was a long time, way before the awards. The awards came 8 years later. 8 years after I come into the game. I come into the game. I meet Courtesy. I don't even remember how I met Courtesy. I meet Courtesy, and I still say to this day, if there was a better entry point, I don't think, in fact, how I should be saying it is, I don't think there's a better entry point for a hip hop artist than to come in through the hands of a person who actually wants to guide you. Even, bro, it's now 14 years later since I've known Courtesy. Even today, when I need some sort of guidance, which has become less and less over the years, because there's two types of people on this earth. It's either you are teachable or you are not, So I've been listening to the guy since I came into the game. When he was teaching me, these are the strings that you need to pull. He was the guy who put me on. When Courtesy would perform, he would take me along with him. My first hip-hop check came from Courtesy. My first performance cash came from Courtesy. I'll never forget. I remember it like it was yesterday. I lived in Pittsburgh at the time, at the Glen. We did a show in Babani at the bus rank. I don't remember what it was. It was some sort of activation. So what I used to really do was come on stage and hype people up. Yo, are you ready for Courtesy? And everyone, yeah. Then I would stay on stage while he performs his songs, and I would hype up the songs. Like, how Pastor Rams always has his guy and everybody else. So I would stay on stage and just hype him up. And I remember after this gig, I went back home, was being Gibela from Pittsburgh to wherever, but to Mbabane, and then would travel to wherever his gigs were. And then I remember he sent me $500, bro. What? I looked at my phone twice. I was like, then I called him. I said, listen, this thing says you just sent me money. And he says, yeah, that's your cut for the show. And this was in 2011, probably 2011, 2010. Somewhere there. Bro, I was super excited. Super excited. So we came in, now people are talking about, I want 15K. So there's like way back when it was like $500 was a lot of money, bro. It wasn't a lot of money in the bigger scope of things. It's just that I got paid for hip hop. You understand? I got paid for hip hop, and you would have thought I'd have taken that money and run to my mom and said, hey, here's $500, but $500 wasn't really money. So, hey, you want to get to the awards part, I see. So yeah, we do the music thing, we take a break. I told you I went to work out in Mozambique for 2014 into 2015. I come back. My comeback single was Masterpiece. What was that song? My first song is King Tay. Was that Masterpiece joint? What was it called again? Winner Circle. Winner Circle. So that was my first comeback joint. Then there was banelewjlm, which was the song that really cemented me as King Tay. And then fast forward, says Dropamo Kala, what. And then we win the awards. Now, hey, we get to the awards part, man. I don't like the awards because the awards are, to some people, an accomplishment. To me, the most painful thing that ever happened to me in music. To me, the awards almost meant nothing after I won them. You know, you work your whole career thinking the day I win the awards will be the greatest day of my life. Turned out to be the worst day of my life. Okay, the night of the awards was amazing. It was the best day of my life. The morning after was the worst day of my life. Because that was the first time I woke up. When we were at the awards, it was nice. Everyone was, hey, dog, hey, congratulations. Hey, dog, we did it. What? Hip hop is on the map. First hip hop joint to win an award. Wake up in the morning, bro. Everybody that congratulated me is talking shit about me on social media, bro. Everybody.
Okay, wait, bro. So now let's start it here. Nangama Awards. Swama Awards, right?
Yeah.
Nominated category of best hip hop song.
I think it was best. It was best hip hop song or best hip hop. It was best hip hop, so it was holistic, I think.
If you still remember, was the
No, I don't remember. I do remember. I don't remember actually. Umuti was there.
Umuti for sure.
Umuti was there. He never flip flopped. Umuti was there. Who else was there? I think 80 Script was there. I really can't remember who exactly was there.
So now you win the award.
Yeah.
Hey Terry, shout out. So now the following day, so in the morning.
Hey bro, yo, and I even remember she was my girlfriend at the time, Mandisa, and I remember showing her my phone. I'm like, yo, wasn't I talking to this person last night? I wasn't drunk. Wasn't I talking to this person? And they were saying congratulations, whatever. And she was like, yo, that's weird, but don't take it to heart. That's just how people are. And I'm probably one of the most naive people you'll ever come across. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Hey, bro, I can't remember what they were saying. Oh, they were saying I bought the award. They were saying he bought the award. What? It's not about... what do they like saying these days? It's not about what you do. It's about who you know. All that shit. That's what was going on at the time. They were saying I bought the award. You can buy these things. Don't be fooled. You can buy these things. So my thing was,
where is this Twitter, Facebook? Where is it happening?
This is everywhere, bro. I'm still on that toxic ass Twitter at the time, bro. I'm still on Twitter. And the worst thing about me at that time was, and my brothers will tell you this, I want to respond to every single person who's tweeting me, who's posting on Facebook. They're not posting directly, but you know, they like drama. So they screenshot and then they send it to you.
Yeah.
Then they say, hey, go see this toxicity. They're talking shit about you that time. So they're sending me to these things. They're saying, go look. And people are talking dust about me, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo. But all these people said they love my music, they love what I do, what. And the honest truth is, you're sitting there, you're heartbroken, bro. You're not angry. You're heartbroken. You're like, how?
Ukhala 15,000. Was it 15,000?
I think it was 10K at the time.
10K.
It was 10K per award, so it was 10K. And Mandisa also, that same night, she also won Best R&B. So it didn't look good for our household.
It's not 10K.
It was like...
That's not 20K.
So I won Hip Hop Artist of the Year. She won R&B Artist of the Year. There was a woo-ha in the room. There was I'm always never awards, but then Song of the Year came and I won Song of the Year for Color.
This is the same awards.
This is the same night.
Shotun will Puma na 2016.
Bro, why are you counting the money?
That's 16 engine.
I don't even think it was that much, eh? I don't remember. I actually don't remember.
No, it was 10. I tell them 10.
Yeah.
Always I go 15.
Yeah, there was a time when I think there were 5, but I don't know if it was. Yeah, but yeah. So there was a lot going on. Then Song of the Year, the mood in the room just changes. Wow, when I win it, everyone's happy. Then you just get this strange feeling of how the hell did it do it? So it is now, what is it, 6 years after the awards? People still don't know how I won those awards. Or they think they know, but they don't know. They think I bought the awards. To this day, when they talk about Song of the Year, they'll skip Color. They'll talk about all the other songs. They'll skip that song. They won't say, yeah, Terry also won Song of the Year, because there's the impression that, number one, because I'm big, they used to call me Hulbender in high school. They thought I had money.
You do. You just said you're not starving. You can take.
Well, now I'm not starving. Now I'm not starving. At the time, I don't know why people had this impression that I had money and I could just wake up and go to the Swama committee and say, Even when we talk about, you remember, I would say at the time you would load airtime and then you would vote.
Yes.
But we would tell about buy bulk votes at the time. People would vote.
Oh, now you can buy.
I think now, no, it sounds bad when you say that. You can vote in bulk, like you can send 100 votes through Momo or something like that. At the time when we were doing it, there was none of that. We had to repeatedly send SMSs. So here's what happened, what people don't know. What I always say to people, and this goes to speak about how we managed to sell out the shows that we used to sell out. And people used to say, and that's another thing that I'll never understand, when people say things like there's no support in Swaziland. Me, I sit there and I go, but we've sold out venues before. We've done venues and packed them up in the name of Swazi music. So when we were doing the voting thing, instead of asking for people to keep SMSing so that people get tired of sending SMSs, we were saying rather donate or rather empower us by sending us airtime. You understand? People don't there's this thing that we do here in our country where we don't want to meet our consumer halfway.
Okay.
You get me? So I used to, in that time, I used to meet my fans halfway. I used to say, send airtime to this number and we will make a plan to vote for you.
Oh.
You understand? We will make a plan to try and push the vote
on your behalf.
As opposed to people. And this was not my idea. That's what makes me realize more how amazing of a community King Terry has. This was not my idea. It was someone else's idea who said, how about I send you the airtime? I'm very busy. Can I send you airtime and you just cast the votes for me? Or you can come to my office and sit here and cast votes with my phone.
Okay. Nice. So,
same thing goes for shows. Instead of, and I see people have started warming up to the idea of, instead of saying tickets available at Galitos, let me bring the ticket to you and you give me money. Or let me e-wallet you the money and you write my name down. That's meeting your consumer halfway or your fans halfway. So in that time, now I'll tell you the other side of the story. In that time, I didn't have money to vote for myself. That's what people don't realize. Me, personally, I didn't have money. My meter was going toot toot every day. People don't know that. My fridge was empty. I have a song that's coming out. You'll hear I talk about that. My fridge was empty. I couldn't afford an outfit for the awards. I got the outfit Yama awards came because of shout out to Energy. Her name was Energy. She lives in Dubai now. Well done,
Energy, shout out.
Shout out Energy. She lives in Dubai now. She was very passionate about. She was a fan, and she did our outfits for way less than what she would have charged. And yeah. So I think people think that in that time we had lots of money to spend on awards. And then what were the awards going to do for me once I've bought them? That's what they must ask themselves. Once I've copped these awards, doesn't mean everybody's going to book me.
So now, does this thing show which winning and votes? Or would they make gap? You see the thing, but sometimes that's not a poll and I don't know.
So the thing is, even I didn't know I was going to win, whether we had voted enough, whether we hadn't voted. And bro, when you are in these things, I don't even know if there's a way to even obtain this information. I think it would be a lot easier if we could see.
So when you got in the game, now winner the award, what's never beef within the game? Who did you have beef with? No vanity, hey, the beef lasted.
I knew this would happen.
Who did I have beef with? It lasted. You know,
I didn't have beef with anybody that I knew about. I realized the morning after the award that a lot of people had a problem with me. I didn't have beef with anybody. It's only when I realized that, okay, so me, I'm a type of guy who tries to support everybody. I try to support everybody. I know everybody's music, though. There's no shocked. I know a lot of people's music. So when I realized how guys actually have beef with me and what I do, I didn't know this because people always seem to be cool with what I'm doing or whatever. And then you realize after you get that award, right? And then from there, I think that's where relationships started to, what do you call it? Have friction. Then you don't see eye to eye, and then you've got issues with this person you can't read. Then you see each other at a show, and that very same person will come to you and say, what time?
But what are the shows that were popping at that time?
My shows.
We
used to host Real Nights, bro. I don't know if you ever heard of Real Nights. You never heard of it? Bro. There was Real Nights at Pub and Grill, when Pub and Grill was still Pub and Grill. There was Real Nights, and same thing like we do for the podcast. We did Real Nights for the culture. It was strictly for the culture. All we wanted to do was put a spotlight on local artists. We really just and Real Nights was not conceptualized by me, by myself. I don't know if you. This is Bremer.
Yeah, I know this happens.
Yeah. So if you really put yourself in that time, we thought we had unity until certain things happened in the game, and then people started to scatter. So when you ask about shows, there's people like, Uncle Kali's events were popular. You know Uncle Kali. You are not that young, though.
No. Uncle Kali was in China to Uncle Kali.
Yeah.
Major operations there.
Yeah, they had lots of shows going on. Shadow, Swazipo Entertainment, they had lots of shows going on. Then there was us, we had Real Nights. We didn't have a lot going on. We just had the once a month thing going on, where it was really for hip hop by hip hop. So we were really trying to put, I can even remember all the shows that we did. We did 80 Script the first month, we did Psycholution the second month, we did Courtesy of Hip Hop the third month, and I even remember he had just flown in from America the day before, and then the next night he was performing at Real Nights. At Real Nights, that was the first time we ever saw a line going out of Pub and Grill. There was a line coming down that stairway.
That's actually the heavy van.
No, that's too far. The stairs.
Okay,
the stairs going into what was Pub and Grill. I don't know what it's called now. And that was the first time in my life I had seen a line, now annexing, people trying to get into a show. That was the first time I've ever seen that. And that was just before Courtesy jumped on stage. And it was full inside already. It was just... So there were shows that were popping, Shadow, I'm trying to remember who else was doing big events.
But now, what was like Bangalama events? I'm trying to, we've had seen now on the show, Umuti.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing you talking. You work a lot with Umuti sound on your sound. You work carelessly, like you say, open doors and stuff.
Yeah.
So now, we'll point that book where they separated. So what's your take now in this thing? You would see you could with the bruise, but you could with the bruise. Now you feel like you're stuck in the middle. So how did you finish that situation?
That's funny.
Now?
I didn't have to. They never ever made me feel like I had to pick a side. You know, I was doing what I was doing with.
There wasn't a point where maybe a phone would ring in studio. You moved now, Kenneth is calling. Now it feels like age. No, I can't remember. I can't really point out anything like that. But what do you do in that situation?
You avoid talking about things that you do together in that time. You try and be, and funny enough, that looks like his car right now. Curtis's car.
Looks like his car.
So in that situation, they never ever made me feel like I had to pick a side. You yourself as a human being are like, ish,
yes.
You know. But the reality is the bruise never ever made.
But you guys inconvenience, man. That's why I gave you
Exactly.
Now I'm in a room. It's weird.
It's always weird, especially in Sigma events. I still find that very funny because some crews still hold grudges, bro, like old grudges. I don't even know where they come from, but you're at events, you can't say hi to this one, you can say hi to that one. But that's the bruise. That's bruise.
Like I'm saying, this is the perfect guy that has stories for this. This guy is been around. But now the transition from King Terry the rapper to King Terry now the MC. To King Terry now, the big chef. To King Terry now, the guy that's getting the deals now.
It gets intense.
Let me put rap on hold.
Right.
Let me get the bag.
My son. Ooh. My son comes into the picture, Kenzo. Kenzo comes into the picture at a time when, even during the awards, Kenzo was there. Yeah. So it comes to a point where you realize you've pushed this music thing, you're doing this music thing, you're pushing it and you're pushing it really hard, and it's not bringing in the money that you hope it would bring in. Now, you then start to remember all the lessons that you've learned as you were getting there. Excuse me. Courtesy always says, Coach Courtesy, he always says, what's your unique value proposition? What makes you different? Why should they buy you and not the other guy? You know. So I had to start carving a way to not only. I say in one of my songs, I've never put in effort to be relevant ever. Once I start feeling like I'm putting in effort to be relevant, then I'm off course. So I went and I did the things that, because I had a decision to make. The decision is either I start to do things to hit publicity stunts. Right now we have a rapper in the country who says he's performing with Chris Brown on the 15th of December. I don't know if you've heard that.
Hi, bro.
Hi! Leave it. We move.
Hi!
We move.
Who's performing with Chris Brown?
Man. You'll check it.
Nah, it's fine. I'm looking at it right now.
I think I saw something.
So,
shout out, my brother, whoever you are. We wish you the best.
I'm just pointing out. And
hey,
if it's
Terry
true,
is
excellent for him.
Excellent. It's
So
for the
the point I'm making is, I had a decision to make. The decision was, do I do publicity stunts to stay relevant and forget who I am? Or do I, bro, you won't find it. You can look for it all you want. You won't find it.
Excellent.
Open Facebook.
It's huge. Okay, it's huge, bro. Oh, man, I want to see it.
Bro, I'm telling you.
You think you saw it?
Yeah, I think I saw
Opening.
it.
Now we have to find it, my brother.
Yeah,
we can't let it slide like that. Oh, man.
Say Young Zesh. It's not. If it was Young Zesh, it would be believable.
Oh.
I'll tell you what.
Really?
Yeah, it would be believable. I'll tell you, I'm starting. It's on this page, but I don't know where it is. Just try scroll there.
It will take time.
Just try scroll.
But you were saying.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I could have done the publicity stunt thing and tried to not be myself, or I could do what I do, stay true to myself, and stop rapping, go do something that will make me money. And then I remember, who was it? Are you finding it?
Except, is it this one?
Yeah. You see, he even attached an email there where he says that was from.
Okay, let me read it out for the people.
This guy.
Let me read it out for the people real quick. Cristino City. Winning M10 Bushfire Firefly was one of the greatest highlights of my music career. It opened up a lot of opportunities, created a lot of network. Thank you, Eswatini, for believing in Cristino. I hope I'm getting it right, my brother. 15th December, let us go. Then he put the clapping hands emoji, then 2 fire emojis, then a red heart.
Is it really the emoji?
When you are given a chance to perform, make it a point that you deliver, no matter how small the audience, you don't know who's watching. Then he put the Chris Brown poster last South Africa. Then underneath the thing, not it's an email. Is it an email or what?
Wow.
Under the post, it's like as the management of Shwen, I don't know. We have came to a final decision of getting you to perform with our artists on Chris Brown concerts. Yeah. He pleaded with us to have you on stage. Oh. Hey, Chris! He pleaded with us, Baba, to have you on stage. Please open up the stage with your energetic song, Pusha Pandana. Cap!
I didn't say shit.
Cap, my brother!
I didn't say anything.
How come we don't even know the song that we're gonna go open it? Cap, my brother.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, we hope this opportunity will boost your brand. Please send us your booking. Team.
So, and here's the thing: I have nothing against Cristino, but
I don't know him, but like
I know him because I'm the host of Firefly.
You know the song when I push upon.
I've heard it.
Have you heard the song? My brother, not in a bad way, but this thing is kept.
We live to fight another day.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, I could have gone down that road, start to fabricate stuff. Or I'm not saying he's fabricates. I could have gone down that path and started to look for publicity in other ways because I'm not getting it. Or I could have chosen to stay true to myself and find the other things that would give me a unique value proposition. And the first thing that came was, I'm a hip hop artist, so I must be well spoken. MC. Jigs gave me an opportunity. I remember that very clearly. Jigs gave me an opportunity to MC at Bushfire when Firefly was still a.
Shout out Jigs, we need him on the podcast too.
Woo! That would be a lit podcast
too.
That would be a lit
Shout out Jigs, man. I've met him.
You would learn a lot.
Yeah, I've met him at with Big Brother Polo Jets. What's this? EBIS, cool.
Amazing gentleman. He gave me an opportunity to MC Bushfire, which was monumental. From there, I got into what came after. And then Umuti put me into voiceovers. And then from there, I remember after some time I was doing the MCing thing, the voiceover thing. And then after some time I started doing there was the Luju competition, the Master Chef thing. And I've always loved cooking. So this one year I say to the fro, I say, I want to join this thing. Excuse me. She says, I think it's a bad idea. Then she turns around and says, I've thought about it. I think it's a great idea. And in that moment, I love to listen to my wife go like wisdom on 100. And in that moment, I joined the competition. I do the demo dish. Shout out to my boss, and you also push me. I do the demo dish. I get called in for the thing. I win that. After I win that,
but you bought the award,
huh?
I'm just playing.
Can you imagine, bro?
But
It's not about what you do, it's who you know. Anyway, I win that thing. After I win that thing, and the biggest deal, bro, and ever since I won the Clue to MasterChef thing, my whole life went in different directions. Not what I imagined would happen. My life just went. And in that, I landed the biggest deal I've ever landed in my life. To this day, I don't believe it. Like, some days I wake up, I'm like, I'm going to off. But the reality is, no, it wasn't a fluke that I got the job. So when they tell me the story, now the lady, Nonti, hi Nonti, she tells me the story of how she discovered me as a chef personality that's a good MC and whatever. So apparently there was this promotion that Pick and Pay used to do where they used to bring a truck. It's this big food truck that they used to bring it. And I'd make burgers for people who are buying from the stores, make them like gourmet, like fancy burgers. And she came to me and she spoke to me. And she says I was so nice in the way that I spoke to her. This is why, like Christino says, it's very important to always deliver because you never know who's watching. There's something you can learn there.
Taking us back to Christina, this guy.
There's something you can learn there. I'm trying to draw positive from that situation. Anyway.
That's positive. It's opening for this ground. What more do
you see now? Yeah, anyway, what I'm saying is, so apparently I was so nice. And then, again, it was Uncle Carl. Calls me this one day and he says to me, someone wants to meet you. And they want to meet you now. Where are you? And I remember I was in Papa. I was like, where? He's like, Eswatini marketplace. Hey, bro, I dashed. I left everything I was doing. I was like, I dashed. When Uncle Kali calls you, he's not calling you for nothing. He's not calling you for nothing. I head down there, get there. Biggest, best deal I've ever done in my life. Biggest, best deal I've been doing these roadshows. I think everyone knows about them. Different brands. And those guys are amazing. So, it's just how I chose to position myself to better give my kids a better future. I've got 2 kids now. So
Shout out, my brother.
It's amazing.
The first one, boy, ne?
Boy, yeah, both boys.
Both boys.
Nice. Kenzo and Kai.
Double K.
Yeah, so it's really about I couldn't just carry on rapping and say, guys, I'm rapping.
Everything had to make money sense.
Yeah, it had to make sense now. Everything had to make sense. The brand must be holistic. It must speak. It doesn't be, hey, he's rapping. What else can he do? We want to try and support him, but what else can he do? And then you find that I'm the only rapper that cooks. The only MC that cooks. The only rapper MC that cooks.
Are you a better cook than me?
Then what?
Like, are you a better cook than your wife? I said, are you better cook than baby?
Your wife? Am I better cook than a baby? Yeah. Am I better cook than my wife? No.
But I wish I knew how to cook, bro. Me, if I knew how to cook, yo!
Who knows?
I might be that nigga, bro. I'd be that nigga.
Your channel might one day need to start creating programs within the channel.
Hey, because I wanted to, I feel like I want to put a cooking show on the channel. Like, so if you want to do it,
let's have a conversation.
We'll come set up the whole thing. I want to do it like a serious one.
Yeah.
So me, I'd be that type of guy, bro. Hey, I'd be that type of guy. Hey, say, baby, breakfast in bed. Because I like watching cooking content, bro.
Really?
In some way, bro. I don't even like it.
I grew up watching my father. I wasn't watching him watch the shows. Maybe I was, but I was watching because he used to like watching. Well, still does. Still watches cooking content. So now after that, if you find me sitting there watching MasterChef, you'll be like, oh, if you're not a chef, you can still cook like this. Okay,
this chubby guy from this Canadian, but like sweating a lot, man. He's a cook.
Oh,
I forget.
Gordon Ramsay.
I get me all the time, bro.
Gordon Ramsay. He cusses a lot. So
fucking it's too good, bro.
He's one of the most amazing chefs. He's got like 17 Michelin stars, bro.
Yeah, nah, that one.
Yeah, that's something that I should do. I should actually get a Michelin star. I don't even know how you get it, but it sounds like something I want.
What's that?
It's like a stamp of approval for chefs worldwide. Gordon Ramsay has too many of them, bro.
Always watch.
Gordon Ramsay has too many of them. This is such a chill podcast. I'm gonna decline this call. Oh. Yeah.
It's not a money call. It's not Anglican.
No, it's not. So I hope he doesn't mind me talking about him, but hey, he's a nice guy.
You know, he's too. Now I had a good chat too. I know too. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
So when you now you're in MC, like you said, you had to stop everything.
Yeah.
When did you officially start now? I was talking to him about it a long time ago. I used to do events and stuff, parties, kids, whatever. But I was like, bro, this thing, for me, I think it's, you know, to a certain extent, I get you with some opportunity to tap
diversify.
Into. Exactly. So, now, when did you officially say, okay, now I want to brand myself as King Terry, the father, the husband, the MC, in a good way?
This is such a recent conversation because I was having a conversation with someone who's supposed to be helping me with structuring the brand. And we were trying to figure out how to make this make sense. But here's the problem. There is no other one like that. So there's no way you can literally draw the so it's a process. I think the best way to go about it is to just be yourself. And that's the conclusion that I came to. Just be myself. Don't say from January to March I'm going to be cooking from what to. I try to structure these things. There is no real way to structure it.
They say you are gatekeeping now.
How?
MCing space. They say you're getting all the
gigs
gigs
now.
now.
The MCing space.
They say you're getting all the gigs now, and a lot of people. I don't know what goes down in Bushfire, but people always have this narrative. It's you over and over. It was Mta sometime. I remember. I think you used to be Mta, whatever. So I don't know what does it take. Maybe just to put it out there for people. To work with such.
That's an interesting question because I think people, we always rush to that. Why is it always Terry over and over and over and over and over? Did people ever stop to think maybe Terry is delivering over and over and over and over? I don't. Do people never stop to think? Did nobody ever stop to think maybe Terry's always on time? Maybe Terry delivers on the brief that he was given every single time. Maybe Terry is excellent with the stage team. Maybe nobody's ever stopped to think maybe he's doing a great job. But everyone is so quick to say it's corruption. By the way, they also say it's corruption until it benefits you. Then it's a connection.
Christians then say it's God's grace.
Exactly. Exactly. So the honest truth is I've gotten into, and best believe with every space that I get into, bro. With every space that I get into, rule number one, never get comfortable. Always deliver on the brief that you are given. If you know about us, Luke is playing. So always deliver on the brief that you are given. Always show up. Always, hey bro, listen more than you talk, which is crazy for me because that's my job. Listen more than you talk. Me, that's what I do when I get to jobs. People always say, you're always the guy. Why are you always the guy? Because I always show up on time. Because I always deliver on the brief. Because I give them exactly what they want. There's a very thin line between, bro, they can hire you today. Who knows who the next host of Bushfire is? Who knows when I might be?
Who knows? Next thing you'll find the superstar Rockstar there.
Exactly.
Terry now is beefing me and Valentine's, they're rocking the crowd.
Never, bro. Never because every good thing comes to an end. Every opportunity that I have, someone had before me. Okay. Unless it started with me, sure. You know. So I'm not gonna be a Firefly forever.
That Bushfire is beautiful.
It's amazing. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I had the time of my life this year. I was with him there, but official videographer boy. I'm like, hey, what's the story? He's in the building.
He's making it seem like he wasn't there getting a bag. We all know he was there getting a bag. Make it seem like he wasn't there getting a bag. We saw you getting a bag.
Yeah.
So
Not even. No.
And it's so funny that it has to be this specific event that everyone wants to. And I've seen people bash a lot of MCs. Why is it always this guy? It's not just me. Why is it always this guy? Like you said, some people are saying, hey, it was Mta just now. What happened to Mta? Now it's Bello. What's going on? Did you ever stop to think that maybe she does not want to be there anymore? Or maybe she's going to do something else? You know? So it's never always... And the thing is, with events of that magnitude, they are so professional, bro. So professional. Like, you don't just get in. There's a process that you have to go through, auditions, script reading, what, there's a lot.
I had the tell Firefly.
Bro,
I went to Firefly, first time Firefly. It was my first time sitting there.
It was lit.
It was lit, bro.
It was lit. It was lit.
Monty was there, you killed it,
Yeah,
bro.
It was amazing. Thank you.
I never miss the day, bro. Now when I put Valentine Friday, Saturday, Sunday, never missed.
Amazing, bro. And the thing
I had a time. I don't know. There was something about it.
Yeah, and the thing is, people miss a lot of, especially creatives, bro. I like to think that the Bushfire team is open to listening to creatives. They listen to creatives. People are there vlogging. People are there doing this, doing that. And I think they really try to accommodate us all. The Arts Roundtable, they are teaching people how to, even my current distributor, I got at the Arts Roundtable. The guys who put out Lupe for me, I got them at Bushfire as well. So there's a lot that goes on there. It's so crazy that with everything that's going on there, people look at us and they go, how come? But everyone gets an opportunity to be there every year. Just 2-3 days ago, they just closed the, artist applications. They closed it. People didn't submit EPKs, but come March next year when the lineup starts dropping, you'll hear them. Same people again. Why? It can't be these people again.
The information. This guy was shooting for. Where's the guy from?
It's a Makulu production.
And he said something about
Makumbu. They were doing what's the thing called? Collaboration.
No. The thing, I think the official videographer of Bushfire.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Makulu. Yes, Makulu from Cape Town.
Yeah, from Cape Town. Yes, I heard you say something about Cape Town. Except this guy, the way he was bowling well flaming. This guy, I remember Ngembona. I'm like, actually, bro. When I go check, the guy who shoots at the schools.
The EU thing.
The day before. Yes, the day before.
Yeah.
Not the following day, so I met some guys that said, I'm sorted, I have a check. And then I'm singing the following days, like, I have a backstage pass me. I'm like, hey, come on.
Case and point. There are opportunities for everyone.
Yeah, bro. I saw.
If there's something that we miss, that is one of the biggest economic spikes in the country.
Yeah,
there's a friend of mine who likes to joke about it. His name is Tali. He's an amazing artist, by the way. You'll find out about it very soon. Tali likes to joke about. He always says, if you don't make money during Bushfire, something's wrong.
I was so happy for this guy. Yo,
he
was busy there. I was like, except this guy, you will see you in the game, you know. So now
he was operating.
Now you were operating. Hey, no, shout out to hey guys. You guys are pushing, but
thank you.
You guys are pushing.
Thank you.
So now, out of curiosity, bro. Of course, no matter you feel like no. I'm asking you, young my brother. The fact that you married your kids is fine, but you young.
Yeah.
How's marriage at your age?
Amazing. Amazing.
And sorry for catching off. Now, what made you feel like I'm coughing and this one is the one at your age?
Have you seen her? Never mind. No, bro.
She did Babangwana, by the way.
Yeah, she did.
You were right. Hey, I missed him. I saw him on TV. I was like, I was there when for interview.
Yeah.
No. On TV the following day because once we were at the cinema. Okay. Then I missed for the interview. Shoot. But then I said, on TV, I'm like, hey,
You get her on. Maybe she'll come to the podcast.
Shout out.
Maybe she'll come to the podcast. She already gave you a gift, so
She already
it's a good sign.
She already gave me
It's a good sign.
My brother.
Yeah, hey, bro, what made me decide that she was the one? A lot, bro. I mean, first of all, at the very basis of everything, we were in the same industry, music. We met before she was signed. A lot of things happened, bro.
What's her name, by the way? I don't know for the viewers, because people that are watching, bro.
I said her name by mistake a few times. her name is Mandis.
Okay.
So we met at a very tricky time in both of our lives. So we complimented each other on the way up. So when you meet someone and you grow with them, and then you sit there and you I wish I knew a lot sooner. And because I met Mandis 4 years before we started. Was it 4 years before we started? Maybe 3. She performed at my show. I'm serious. She performed at my show. She performed at King Tay After Dark 2, the live concert experience at Pub and Grill even as well. So she came to the show with Umuti. She was recording with Umuti. She came to the show. I remember, this is such a funny situation. So she came for sound check in the morning. By the way, I had already seen her multiple times, but I didn't know that this was the same person for some weird reason. She comes in. While we're doing sound check, I'm with the gents. We're busy working. And then she walks out because it's kind of a season. So we didn't see her when she walked in. Then she walks out, we all stopped working. And then the guy who was running Pub and Grill at the same time, at that time, comes in and says, "Hey, you guys, why are you still looking at your time? Carry on, the show is behind schedule." And we're like, "Yo, that hand is hot." She comes back later that evening. To perform. Now, at my shows, I'm normally very distracted because there's a lot going on. So she comes back, and the weirdest thing happened. And I found out about it 2 years ago, and I've been with Mandis for about 7 years. She was chilling with my father and my stepmother.
Oh.
Backstage, and they were chatting, and God is busy saying, "Hey, Chief." That's me. Actually, with Mandis, it was Chief. That's her since 2012, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, from 2012. From 2012, for the first time at my show. That was like 4 or 5 years.
Hey, the Kwababa kicked you, my
man.
4 years!
I'm one of those guys where the Kwababa could have. The Kwababa didn't save me. I'm one of those guys. But yeah, I just knew. I mean, growing with her business, we've got business that we do together. She's got business that she does apart. I support her business. She supports my business. I support her music. She supports my music. So it just made sense. Then now we've got 2 kids.
Hey, this guy is a family guy.
I am, bro. At the very core of me, I'm a family guy. Not this guy that you hear rapping. At the very core of me, there used to be a rapper at the very core of me. I think at the very core of me now there's a father. Before all the other stuff comes into play, when you are tweeting me now and you are talking dirt about me on Twitter, the first thing I look at is, did you put food on the table for my kids? If you didn't, then it's not worth my time.
What do you think of the Bagangwana? We went there on the premiere, we watched it. What did you think?
I think I'm the worst person to ask.
No.
I think I'm the worst. You see, the thing is, I have information that no one has.
Oh, okay, I get it. Now when you put it like that. When you put it like that,
so I think it's excellent.
I get you.
Yeah, you clearly have information too.
No. I really enjoyed everything that was there because there's a difference now when a movie ending or whatever. So now we got to get every single detail in the cinema because cinema, the sound and everything. And then my movie fanatics will tell you, we see movie now we enjoy it. Or now we criticize that you can't just open the laptop and watch. Yeah. But then there's cinema
and watch
it. Exactly.
I also caught it in the cinema. Unfortunately, I couldn't be at the premiere. But I caught it at the cinema, which was an amazing experience.
Asibonanga.
But I kept seeing that guy making my wife cry, so it was. She was always upset in the movie, bro. I was like,
and the Swat is too
angry,
deep
yeah?
there.
Yeah,
And the Swat is too deep there.
You know the Swat is too deep when you are reading the subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the language I speak, but
The Swat is too deep.
Yeah.
Because this time when she said, Ufuna kumthathelin Zabla Dlame yami, I was like, wait. Zabla Dlame, I was like, oh, Zabla Dlame is the first born.
so you had to
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. You have to, but like it was steady. I heard but it's coming. But like Lupe. I heard but it's coming. And it's down to be Oh, okay. Shut up. It was amazing. We're growing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's like, bro, the fact that we're in movies now. That's massive.
Shut up. Who criticizes us that basic born?
Yeah.
That basic born. And wasn't in movies.
We are there now.
And
And the
And
curation.
we are there now.
Shout out Lupe.
Yo.
I was one of the first people to
Yeah.
get the exclusive before the exclusive.
Exclusive when it was still an idea.
It was still an
When
idea.
I first,
And I'm opening my phone because there's this tweet that I wanted to ask you about.
Oh no.
Who did you work with on the song?
DJ City.
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 Eugene, hey.
Yeah.
City is carrying. He's carrying the game.
City was. Hang on, this is my wife. Oh, I gotta answer this one. Hello? I'm doing the interview.
Thank you for the
Is everything okay? Okay.
Like I
Everything
said, thank you for the results. Bro.
Listen. Talk.
Hello.
Hello?
How you?
It's not me, it's my name.
Hello, Mrs. Terry. We're shooting the podcast. We're live on air. I'm rocking the zazazals. Thank you so much for the shades.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Alright, I didn't see the SMS. I'll check just now.
So I'm saying, you were saying to Terry, you were saying something about City, sorry.
Yeah, City. I was working with City. So basically, hey, bro, Lupe is such a long process because remember when I played it for you? That was such a long time ago.
Yes.
So
Most
Lupe,
of stuff never
I sent it to a few producers, and they were not giving me what I wanted. And then, light bulb moment, I was talking to my brothers, and a while ago, when I told them about this Jimmy movement that I discovered, I was on YouTube once. I probably watched the podcast and then started doing, that thing when you start watching things.
And the algorithm,
Then I discovered these guys. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Then, fast forward, then that conversation comes up again. I'm like, that's what I'm looking for, City. So I hit him up. I talked to him. And City didn't even, when I called City, he was so enthusiastic about the song. Money Talks came after. So he was like, yo, bro, I'm just down to do the work. I sent him the track, he sent me back the beat. After like a week or so, I was like, what? Obviously, he sent me the stems, I sent them to Umuti. Umuti was like, what? And then Umuti put his final touch to the track. And then when he sent it back to me, actually, Umuti is a weird one because he actually rearranged Lupe. The way you heard it, it was arranged differently in the end. It wasn't. Lupe was 1 minute 40 something seconds.
No.
Then after Umuti's
Magic touch,
it was like 2 minutes something. So I was like, oh, okay, that's very interesting. But Lupe is basically myself, City, and then obviously Umuti put in the finishing touches. Mandisa wrote one line in the whole song. I'll let you guess which one it is.
One line.
Mandisa wrote one line. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you just listened to the song.
No.
But which parts do you
She wrote one line. It's the first line. The first line in the second verse.
They ukwatile playing two pairs. And the flow.
Bro.
And the beat.
And I wasn't angry, bro. That's the crazy part. Is I wasn't angry. I was talking about what's happening.
He's saying something about the game. People, hey, this guy is pattern. There's this tweet. They are Miliswa.
Hey, the tweets.
Miliswa. After the, I don't know if I Faganini after the thing it dropped. This is directed to King Terry, by the way. How can you say niggas have been silenced this whole time, and that's why you had to drop? That's what you said on the song. He goes on to say, they say Terry's gatekeeping. Whole time, that's the chat. So he's asking with the question mark. They say Terry's gatekeeping. Whole time, that's the chat. What about question mark? So Amari, Grizzly, Young Zesh, Little Bastard, Original have been quiet.
I don't like the fact that she mentioned people that I'm cool with. First of all, the name dropping thing is not cool.
Then she goes on to say,
we are cool.
Then she goes on to say, I have to read it because it's not there. She goes on to say, the youngins build the industry, and you think you can make a comeback because they put in the work and you couldn't. GT FOH, I guess it means get the fuck out of here.
To me, though.
Yeah, to you.
True.
Last statement, my brother. He sees the motion we've been creating for Eswatini hip hop, and now he wants a piece of the pie. Sorry, sir, the only crown available for you is this one. Then I think she puts something. I don't know what it is.
What is it?
I don't know. I can't slide. I have to go on Twitter.
Except, no, let's. You want to go to Twitter? Let's open up with you.
No. It's fine. I just need your comment because it's one of the things you used to this thing. On Twitter, whatever. Now you just said, I'm a father now. I'm. How do you react to such things now?
Bro. And the worst thing is, the worst thing is, people think Twitter fingers will affect me. Twitter fingers, in Swaziland we've got access, bro. There's this thing called access. You can access me very easily if you want to talk to me. If you've got it, let's go through that tweet.
The tweet.
One more time. In fact, you know what? Today I'm going to afford her my time. Let's afford her. Today I'm going to afford her.
I'm trying to say.
Let
me go back real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, reading the tweets.
I don't like Twitter fingers, especially on an industry that I've been in and understand.
Okay. This thing goes this way. You want us to read?
No, I just want to hear what you said.
On which parts? It's different parts. It's the first part. It's the second part.
Okay, let's go through it. Let's do it like in church. We'll go through it bit by bit. First of all, who are you? Never mind. Carry on.
This is directed to King Terry, by the way. How can you say niggas have been quiet this whole time, and that's why you had
it's a Ilupe. Ilupe, it's not about truly baby. No man, it's Ilupe. Niggas ain't tried nothing. Niggas ain't done nothing. That's what Lupe says. Lupe doesn't say anything about anyone being quiet. I said I tried to be quiet. My thing is, when I say niggas ain't trying none, niggas ain't done none, niggas is too scared. I'm talking about make money. Show me one rapper who just popped the whip now. One. Show me one. Who just copped the whip that you know of? That's too bad. It's too bad.
Hey, he goes on to say, they say Terry is gatekeeping. Whole time that's the chat.
You just asked me about gatekeeping a few minutes ago. This is something people are talking about. Yeah. If you don't know about it, then you are clearly not close enough to the industry to know things like this.
Hey, my brother. Then they asking you here, which is so Amari Grizzly, Young Zesh.
Stop. You said Amari Grizzly. I've got a song coming up with those niggas in a few weeks, 2 months. So those are clearly not the niggas I'm talking about. Let's carry on.
Young Zesh
and I were on the phone the morning Lupe dropped. He posted it on his status. Carry on. Thank you.
Lyrical Pastor original.
Lyrical Pastor and I go way back. I lived in Msunduza. He lived in Msunduza. We used to talk all the time. We used to ride in the cab together. I know Lyrical Pastor. I know his music. He's a homie as far as I'm concerned.
No, I don't think lana lo muntu ukhulumela ukuthi you have beef with this people.
No, I'm not saying.
Ukhulumela ukuthi wena ngathi uthite niggas are quiet.
No.
So
just
ukuthi laba bebenza.
deal like quiet. Nobody said quiet. Nobody said quiet. If you listen to what I'm saying in UK, I'm saying, guys, let's get up, let's get money.
Right.
Let's get it.
Put in the work.
That's what I'm saying. If you chose to take offense, then it's a different story. Let's carry on anyway.
Oh, but the
Original, we've got a track coming out with Original. DJ Master P featuring myself to look at Original. So these are not. I would not take shots at people that I'm working with. Good. Everyone.
Basically.
I wasn't taking shots at anyone. I was taking shots at everyone.
In the game.
In the
You
game.
went
I was saying to people, guys, let's wake up, let's get this man. To bed.
And if you feel offended.
If you feel offended, that's your problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But
then 2 laughing emojis, I think she was responding. The youngins built the industry, and you think you can make a comeback because
money. industry. Industry, that's by building. This industry was not built by me, it was not built by them. This industry was built on the backs of the likes of Anaconda or Uncle Carly that we are talking about. This industry was built by Diba Diba. The industry was built by bro, the list is endless. Mokonza, Diba Diba, Bokena, those are the guys. Exactly. Even Mom Timba, wow. Even more. Who else? Hey, bro, there's a lot of people who contributed to building this industry.
On the episode that we had, I don't mention the
I'm struggling to remember them now. What DJ Master P, who started making music, Shadow, those are the people who built the industry. Now, if we are going to start claiming that we built an industry now in 2022, please, guys. No. Please, guys.
Yes, my brother. Hey, my brother is tough. You know, Chief.
Anyway.
You are here. Anyway. That's why I want you to be here.
You know, so here's the thing. And I also heard something about me wanting a slice of the pie. For me to want a slice of the pie, there has to be a pie first.
Hallelujah.
There has to be a pie first. For as long as we go back to being hungry in the beginning, you can't say I want a piece of the pie. Every artist is crying about being hungry. Where's the pie? Bro, if there's one thing that we really need to teach ourselves as seasoned entertainers is to not take I'm sorry for saying it like this, is to not take shit from people who've done nothing for the culture. And that's unfortunately where I stand with these things. Is if we're going to be doing things that we are trying to propel the game forward, and we've got many exciting things that we are yet to do for the game. If you want to be a part of it, you can be a part of it. If you want to be sour like that one, you can be sour.
Hey, it's tough, brother. So state of hip hop in the country, like after Lupe dropped, do you see changes? Do you see?
No, I don't expect it to be instant. What I'm hoping for, Lupe, number one, accomplished what we set out for it to accomplish, for it to wake the game up. It did what it was supposed to do. I almost told you my favorite Jay-Z quote that I live by these days. Jay-Z says, if art doesn't invoke emotion or conversation, then it's not art. So it has to invoke some form of emotion. And by the way, I'm not angry at her for what she wrote. That's what it invoked in her. So whatever she felt like she wanted to write, she's well within her rights.
But yeah, I get it. But because at the same time, we live in a space that's so you open to such things either.
Yeah. And here's the thing.
Because Kanza, which is not from a point of hate now.
Yeah.
It's how she feels.
Yeah, no, that's definitely from a point of hate. I know why I'm saying this. I know I'm saying this. And the thing that people don't realize is once you choose to be a public figure, like you, once you choose to be a public figure, you open yourself up to any criticism that might come your way. whether it comes from a pure place or it just comes from. I'm here today because I've had to listen to a lot of the criticism that was thrown my way. You understand? When someone is criticizing you, they are not talking to you like they're stating facts. You understand? This one is talking like she's stating facts. You understand? Who does he think he is to come back into the whatever she said? Instead of saying, we would appreciate it if you didn't speak to us like we were. You understand? You understand the positioning? I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but there's a certain way that criticism comes, and when people criticize you as a public figure, you should figure out how to take that and mold it into something positive, which is something that I've had to learn to master over the years. I haven't mastered it 100%, but I try every day to try and get better at accepting criticism, whether as an MC, whether as a chef, whether as a father, whether as a husband, whether as whatever that I am, is to try and take that and turn it into something positive.
Hey, my brother. So now, I let's say right now, King Terry is going on tour, ne? Going on tour, King Terry. Now, top bus is here, everything is ready. Stella the number Luhamba Nabo, top 3 rappers. Top 3 rappers Langwana Longa Bashi. Top bus Sehamba Manj.
Rappers. You bro. Rappers.
Yeah, rapper, we talk about that.
So here's the thing. It's a tricky thing. New school, old school. New school versus
No.
Yeah.
Who is that from?
Watches.
The fact that you watching,
No, I do. I love your podcast, bro. I've told you this a number of times. I watch your podcast because it's relevant to where we are. It's exactly what it is. Huh?
Yeah, I think like someone shot the question to come with somebody.
Nah, it's just the fact that I'm thinking about it.
No, just like your heavy shooters, top 3, you're going on top.
Bro, and the thing is, I'm a fan of everybody. So I try to support everyone when I'm doing this work. My heavy hitters would be, we're going on tour. This means you mustn't just be a rapper, you must be a performer.
Your reputation is on the line because hey, King Terry. So now you need your heavy shooters.
My heavy shooters would be, yo, bro. Okay, these are people that are not performing on my set. They are performing.
You're going on tour.
Hey, this is a tough question, this one. Hey, bro, definitely Umuti and Curtis. Yeah, I found the way. Sing Raba. One. For performances, what else would I take? I think Grizzly. 2. Hey, Grizzly's crazy, bro. Who else have I seen? Hey, bro, I'd have to go with Young Zesh. I'd have to go with Young Zesh. That guy's a performer, bro. Closest thing to me.
He comes through. He comes through. So, like you said, Guti, you listen, consume other content, other rappers and stuff. You know what's on the ground. So, who should we look forward to, Benyalo? Someone long about 8
Just
guys.
one.
No, 3. Now, go on. What's it like?
3.
Look out for these people.
Look out for Abel Kane. Look out for Abel Kane. He's crazy. Look out for.
You mentioned a lot of the podcast.
Hey, bro, the guy. So Abel Kane right now is in excellent hands. So I have no doubt it's coming down. Look out for Abel Kane. Look out Unknown.
Yeah. But look, I'm coming.
Nice. Look out for Abel Kane. I don't know if Tali's still going to put out music or like, hey, he's also another crazy rapper. Look out for Tali. Look out for Unknown. Yo, bro, I can't remember. Unknown. Oh, there's Dane the Ambitious. People don't know him. He's Swazi South African, but then there's also Dane the Ambitious. He's one of the craziest rappers I've ever heard.
But what's happening with lately rappers in the country?
The what? Rapper?
Like ladies that rap in the
Ladies.
Sisenabo noma sake sabanabo.
Hey, bakhona, bro. There's a female rapper, Louis Lane. I hope I'm saying it right. Louis Lane. She's buck wild, bro. She's buck wild. She's amazing at what she does. I'm trying to think who else. Hey, bro. I think the ladies shy away from rapping.
But now do you think rap
Ladies don't like not having money, bro.
I'm sorry. Hey, I wanna. Sengayibona le tweet letabo ngaba le statement leso. Sengivele ngayibona.
No, they don't like not having money. And when you think about coming into rap, first you think about, hey, yeah, well, I'm broke, yeah.
Oh, so now do you think states a rap man in terms of you used to make events? See who opinion along a rap, who be a rap event, who book a rap artist. Because right now, we know piano.
Again, it goes back to what are you offering the people? We used to try and make it an experience when we were doing hip hop shows. My last show was a flop. Right? Actually, last show was a flop. It rained on the day, so the last show I ever did was a flop, and even then it was my way out of the game. So that basically my last show, just for the last feel, and then I go to being a father. And my last show didn't do very well. Just by the way, before people say he thinks he's perfect, he's sold out every show. No, I've had a flop of a show before. Let's keep it at that. A show, and it's for us to get back to hip hop shows, which I'm hoping we'll be able to host one before the end of this year. For us to have hip hop shows, we need to go back to the people who buy the tickets. We're not in touch with the people. Now I used to text everybody on Facebook when I used to have shows. I used to not copy paste. If you remember correctly, copy paste came later on Facebook. Not copy paste, it was type your name, speak to you like I know you, because you have to, as artists, we also need to try and stay in touch. Swaziland is so small, bro, that when there's events, people literally have to decide in support a Banele or not support a team.
Yeah.
They have to decide. But if I support Banele, people will see me at Banele show and they'll tell that it didn't come support you because it was with Banele at that time. You understand? So we have to try, number one, we have to make space for each other. He's hosting on this day, let's support him. Number two, we have to try and find a way to get back to being in touch with the people who support us. We're not in touch with the people who support us anymore. So we post the status and hope they see it. The only way we know that they saw it is by them clicking like or commenting. So we're not in touch with our consumers anymore, or our fans, or the supporters, whatever you choose to call them. Yeah.
Some comments came in about the same thing. You need to start being in touch. Exactly the same thing that you're saying. On the ground, our people engage.
We have to talk to our people, man. We have to get back to engaging them on a personal level. I know it's not easy. It's not the easiest thing to do. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
It's not.
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
So what can we expect? Terry, Lupe say Pumile, say, when I got a Twitter, short one I'm going to say a tweet.
No, why? Why?
Like you said, but I'm saying it in a way, would see, Sugela, who figure you want to know what? Twitter said something. What? Even till today. So the Twitter,
bro. So the thing is, if people are not talking bad about you, you're not doing it. You're really not doing it. If when you put out a song, everyone keeps quiet and they just go, If you do a show and no one says anything, if you perform and no one says anything, you're not doing anything, bro. If it doesn't evoke emotion, then you are wasting time. So for me, it's not, I don't think I'm the most relevant person. I never put in effort to try and be relevant. I never try and go out of my way to get publicity. My favorite form of marketing has always been the one I just told you about, is being in touch with my consumers, my supporters. It's always being in touch with them. Hey, this thing of being in Twitter, for me, it's very sporadic. It happens once, and then there's a wide gap in between. Then it happens again if I do something. Even then, I'm never the first to respond. I'm never the guy who sees it. It's always sent to me. Because I left Twitter for that very reason.
X.
X. Oh, it's called X now. It's called X now.
Nah, it's fine. It's no Twitter. So what can we expect now, King Terry? Lupe Upumile, I know we're gonna talk about the cooking show there. I'm serious about the cooking show there. Yeah.
For me, it's positivity, bro. I'm back. I'm not back in the industry to be famous. I'm not back in the industry to ruffle feathers or anything. I'm here to create a positive atmosphere. When the industry was fun, 2016 going on 2019 was super fun. It was very fun to be in the music industry. It was a great spirit when we were at events. That's the kind of energy that I'm trying to bring back. The hip hop camaraderie where everybody's supporting everybody. That's what we want to bring back. But for me personally, music, lots of positive content, lots of fatherhood content, but lots of hip hop. What does Casper say? Hip hop dog.
Yeah, he helps me. Casper is a pastor now. Casper is a what now?
Yeah, don't mess with Casper.
But better now that you mentioned Casper, since you're also a married man, what's your take on the thing that's trending about him? He was cheating on baby mama. I mean, baby mama had cancer for 2 years.
Hey, now you want me to preach.
Please, man, what's your? I just as a married
okay,
guy.
I'll sum it up. Everybody has done some fucked up shit. Everybody. You not excluded.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, me, I'm inside. I'm still swimming in fuck ups.
And you know the craziest part about messing up is that you don't realize in the time when you're messing up that you're messing up. You realize after. That's why it looks so bad for you. You know.
No, man, but I feel like when I'm fuck ups,
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And a lot of people will say he then hide. He says everything. What did they say? They said he acknowledged everything, and then at the end he brings Jesus into it, sort of as a what you call a barrier, so to speak. Rightfully so. He's been telling us. Some people will also say that he told us he's saved and whatever because he knew that this thing was coming. I have two standpoints. Either he is really saved and Jesus Christ is his Lord and Savior, as he is mine, or he is damn good at marketing. That's my standpoint.
Hey, but Casper said,
if I was and here's the thing, I never judge anybody. I'm not judging him or anything. Like I said, when you're messing up, sometimes you don't realize you're messing up. You only realize after that you're messing up. And as men, we know how we think. We just act like we don't know how we think.
But that's what I'm getting to.
You see, bro, I got married to remove, not that's why I got married, but it's one of the benefits that came with being married. It is to remove that element from my life, the last element, the knowing. Once you know the power of being with one woman and sticking to one woman, which is probably one of the things he learned during this whole skirmish. Once you understand the power of investing all your energy in one person, the person who then gives birth to your children, and then you understand that being with that one person, you are not wasting a lot, you are keeping a lot more. You are a lot safer. You are not exposed to a lot more people. You understand? There's a lot more that's why I think that's why they say it becomes your shelter when you are married, because there's a lot, everything that's going on outside of this shelter really doesn't affect how your whole life turns out. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. So for me, it's very simple. The dude messed up. He owned up to it. As much as maybe he should have owned up to it before she exposed him like that, I don't know. But hey, no judgment from me, bro. Life is life. And if you know that life, sometimes when life decides that, I want to life this guy now, it will life you.
Yeah. Hey, in life, guys, in life, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, comment, share. We're out here with the biggest King Terry. Shout out to Ikleri Store for doing it big for the culture. If you need local brands, make sure you check them out on Instagram, check them out everywhere. Most importantly, visit the store. Like I said, said, never giveaways, specifically for the YouTube channel. My brother.
Hey, bro.
No, let's go. Go.
No.
Go. My brother.
Nothing.
All the best, my brother. Thank you so much for paying us a visit.
Thank you, bro. Stream Lupe. Make sure you stream Lupe. The video is coming, by the way. The video is coming. We're working on the video.
On your socials, back for that.
At Real King Terry and King Terry on Facebook. At Real King Terry on Instagram, King Terry on Facebook. Yeah, that's about it. But a lot of stuff is coming this year. I know people look at it and go, there's only 2 months left after this one, but trust me, it's going to be a roller coaster ride. It's going to be a huge one.
Django, subscribe!